two-time WNBA All-Star Satou Sabally has communicated with the Dallas Wings her desire to play for another franchise next season. "I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the last 5 years," Sbally said Thursday at a news conference ahead of the debut season of Unrivaled, a new 3x3 off-season league co-founded by WNBA stars Napheesa Collier and Breanna Stewart. "I'm working with them together to find the next home for me because I've already played my last game in Dallas. I'm excited for free agency. I'm able to talk to a lot of players out the league because I have not played on a different team yet, and I'm excited to get to know them more on a personal level, but also how they approach the game." Sbally, a 2023 All-WNBA first-team forward, has spent her entire 5-season career with the Wings after the franchise selected her with the number 2 pick in the 2020 WNBA draft. Sbally is an unrestricted free agent and will be one of the most sought-after free agents. Still, the Wings can core her if they so choose. If they do, Sbally could only move to another team via a sign and trade. Dallas can extend a qualifying offer to core-eligible players on January 11. Dallas is in a period of organizational transition, having brought in a new coach, Chris Coklanes, and general manager, Curt Miller, this offseason. Coklanes, a first-year head coach, joins the franchise after 1.5 seasons as an assistant coach at USC and 8 seasons as a WNBA assistant, all under Miller. Miller, meanwhile, joined Dallas after it went 9-31 last season and previously coached the Los Angeles Sparks and Connecticut Sun. "The word for us this year is foundational," Miller said Thursday at Coklane's introductory news conference. "We're trying to create a true foundation not only in style of play and what our pillars are on and off the floor but also in free agency. You have to compliment Satou's career to this point," he added. "When healthy, she is an elite player and is a difference maker. You realize the talent she is. We absolutely recognize the talent and what she means to and what she can impact this league." Coklanes joins the Wings at a pivotal point in the franchise's history. With star guard Arike Ogunbowale still under contract, the Wings also hold the rights to the number 1 pick in April's 2025 WNBA draft, where UConn star Paige Bueckers is the presumed selection if she elects to turn pro. As Dallas eyes its 4th playoff appearance in 5 seasons, it does so with a move coming in the near future. The franchise is targeting a relocation from Arlington to downtown Dallas by the start of the 2026 season, planning to open a new practice facility that year and undergoing broader business transformations. Sbally, it appears, will not take part in that next stage. "At first they were still trying, but I think what is most effective is working with the player and listening to their wishes and hearing out how we can find a best solution for each other," she said Thursday. "There was always great communication, more so on the agent front now because I need to focus on Unrivaled, and I will. I have good communication with them." Sbally missed the majority of last season after sustaining a shoulder injury last winter while playing with the German national team. However, she still averaged 17.9 points and 6.4 rebounds per game. Satou Sabally is moving on from the Dallas Wings after 5 seasons. The 5th-year forward revealed her intentions to play elsewhere during her media availability for Unrivaled on Thursday. Sbally, 26, has played all 5 of her WNBA seasons with the Wings, who drafted her number 2 overall in 2020 out of Oregon. In 2023, she won Most Improved Player honors, averaging 18.6 points, 8.1 rebounds and 4.4 assists. She was also named All-WNBA First Team. Last season, she averaged 17.9 points, 6.4 rebounds and 5 assists while shooting 45% on 3-pointers. Sbally was limited to 15 games with a shoulder injury suffered during Olympic qualifying play for Germany. She underwent surgery and returned to the Wings after playing in the Paris Olympics. However, Dallas finished with the league's 2nd-worst record at 9-31. The Wings finished above .500 only once during Sbally's 5 seasons. "I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because Sbally's sister, Naira, plays for the WNBA champion New York Liberty." Asked if she'd like to play with her sister on the league's best team, Sbally said she would love that. Sbally will play for Phantom BC when the 3x3 Women's Basketball League tips off on January 17. One of her teammates will be Sabrina Ionescu, whom she played with at Oregon, which could add to speculation about the Liberty making a move for Sbally. During her unrevealed media availability, Dallas Wings star Satou Sabally admitted she's played her last game with the team as she heads towards free agency. "I'm working with Dallas to find a next home for me," the 26-year-old admitted. "I've already played my last game in Dallas. I'm excited for free agency." The Wings finished 9-31 in 2024 due to a slew of injuries, including to Sbally, and helped earn Dallas the first pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. They will likely select UConn superstar senior guard Paige Bueckers. Dallas selected Sbally with the second pick in the 2020 draft out of Oregon. After a slow start to her career, she blossomed as the league's most improved player in 2023 while earning first-team All-WNBA honors. "Obviously at first, they were still trying to keep me," Sbally said of the team's reaction to her decision. "But I think what is most effective is working with the player and listening to their wishes and hearing out how we can find the best solution for each other. So there was always great communication, more so on the agent front now because I need to focus on Unrivaled, and I will, so I'm trusting the people that I have on my staff and the front office to solve that further." She averaged 17.9 points on a career-high 45.2% shooting from three with 6.4 rebounds and 5.0 assists in 15 games for the Wings in 2024. Bueckers, a two-time first-team All-American and the 2021 Naismith Player of the Year, is the consensus top prospect in the 2025 WNBA draft. She admitted she didn't watch the lottery because it would have given her too much anxiety. "I honestly don't want to get complacent," Bueckers said when asked about the prospect of playing in Dallas. "I want to stay humble, stay grounded, stay in the moment. Nothing in the future is guaranteed, so just taking every moment as it is," she continued. "I'm a firm believer in God has a plan for me, so whatever that is, I'm ready to do it." There is still plenty of talent for Bueckers to play alongside in Dallas. Star Arika Gumbawale stayed healthy in 2024 and averaged 22.2 points per game. Natasha Howard averaged 17.6 points and 6.7 rebounds in her 27 games while Odyssey Sims poured in 17.2 points a night in 9 contests. In a January 7th article, Chicago Sun-Times reporter and WNBA insider Annie Costabile wrote, "There is an understanding around the league that Satou Sabally will be on the move after the Wings make her a core player this weekend, when GMs can begin sending out qualifying offers and core tags. What's unclear is where she'll end up." Fan bases around the league have been salivating at the prospect of acquiring Sbally this offseason due to her versatile scoring ability and valuable length along the wing. Sbally, who was the number 2 pick of the 2020 WNBA draft, is playing for Phantom BC of the unrivaled 3x3 Women's Basketball League this offseason. And during her January 9th media availability session, Sbally set the record straight about her future with the Wings. "I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am, because they've made this a home for me for the past years. I'm working with the Wings together to find a next home for me because I've already played my last game in Dallas," Sbally said, per an ex-post from Moreau Sports Media Production Company. When asked if she'd like to play with her sister Naira, who plays for the New York Liberty, Sbally said, "Yeah, of course. In the future I would love that." Hearing Sbally speak with such finality about her tenure in Dallas being over is fascinating. She'll be considered one of the top players looking to find a new team this offseason and could be the first domino to fall once players can sign with new teams on February 1st. In the aforementioned Chicago Sun-Times article, Costabile wrote, "The Fever are the most intriguing prospective landing spot for Sbally, considering the lineup they already have in place. If the Fever's front office is able to re-sign guard Kelsey Mitchell and secure Sbally, the team would become a title contender overnight. Therefore, Fever fans have got to love this update from Sbally." Forward Satou Sabally is leaving the Dallas Wings in free agency, as she announced to the media on Thursday. Sbally, who was drafted by the Wings in 2020, revealed that, "I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the past years, and I'm working with them together in finding a next home for me, because I've already played my last game in Dallas," according to Roberta Rodriguez. Sabally, who averaged 17.9 points per game, 6.4 rebounds and 5 assists last season and has suited up for the Wings for the past 5 seasons, will be a big name to watch during free agency. As for if she have any interest in playing with her sister, Naira, who won a championship with the New York Liberty last season, Sbally said, "Of course, in the future, I would love that." WNBA free agency starts February 1st, and before that date and in the following days, you may hear the phrase, "Insert player name here," has been coined. You might be thinking, what does that mean? Here's the answer. It's similar to the NFL's franchise tag but for the WNBA. A core designation is typically used on unrestricted free agents. If a team uses the tag, that means a player is essential to the team's overall success and identity. Any player given a core tag would no longer be an unrestricted free agent, and the team owns the exclusive rights to that player. Per the WNBA CBA, the player will be offered a 1-year Supermax contract, but a longer deal can also be made with the team. Here's where it gets tricky. Players can agree to play the season on the 1-year deal but aren't required to. If the team and player come to an impasse, the two sides can work together to negotiate a sign and trade agreement. This allows the player to move to a new destination and enables the team to recoup some value in return. For example, Dallas Wings forward and unrestricted free agent Satou Sabally mentioned that she is leaving the organization. However, Sbally was a critical part of the team, and the Wings won't simply let her walk in free agency without getting back some value. The Wings will core her and then work to find a new destination for Sbally.